Okay, y'all. Welcome back to episode 2. Oh my gosh. I know episode 1 was good. If you haven't watched episode 1, go ahead and run that back. Period. Stop playing on my name. Welcome to episode 2. This is going to be so good. Okay, so if y'all haven't liked and subscribed, like and subscribe to my YouTube. We have some goals that we have to get to, okay? So the first goal we have is 50,000 followers on our Apple podcast. The second one's we need 500 reviews. So 500 reviews, and it better be 5-star. Don't play with me. I don't need 3, I don't need 4. I need 5. 5-star reviews, okay? And then we need 100,000 subscribers on both channels. 100,000 subscribers on both channels, which that's nothing to a big dog, okay? That's 100,000 is nothing, okay? So we on our way up. We already on episode 2. I can't still believe that we're still here. Oh my gosh, like this is just so exciting, and I just feel so excited to let y'all in on the real TT, okay, baby, the real Tisia, Dear Tisia, okay, from Tisia to the streets. All of the girls. This is our playground, okay? So I'm so excited. We have our good sis Samira back. That conversation, episode 1 was so good. And episode 2, we got our good sis Samira back. Anyways, Samira is here with us, and we're gonna go right into our red flag report. And y'all know I love a red flag report, okay? So our red flag report today. Oh, girl. A video from a TikToker user. I think their name is Ani Ovo. Shows a woman proposing to her man at a restaurant.
Get out! Yo, you doing You gonna do my daughter like that? I'll kill you.
Imagine a grown man mad at the man that his daughter that he raised, that she's looking to you, for example. You talking about something, you gonna kill this man because this man walked out as your child, your daughter, your seed. Okay.
Imagine
walked out the restaurant and you got angry. You gonna do my daughter like that?
You're upset at
something that you made. That's your creation. That's on you.
What you have influenced or not influenced.
And honestly, your behavior already tell you she's probably used to,
being treated like secondary.
Hello.
Second fiddle.
You know what? And these are the same men that have had women all throughout their life, the misogyny, okay?
Yes.
The men that are Rolling Stones, Papa's a Rolling Stone.
Mm-hmm.
They done grown up seeing all these men, these women in and out the house. Okay, you never can make a commitment,
right?
And you at the, I guess the engagement party and your child, your daughter is on one knee proposing to a man, and you said you gonna kill him. You said you gonna do my daughter like that. You should have been more concerned of your child that got on bending knee, a woman, okay, to propose to a man. I think the man walked out with another girl hand in hand with a velour jumpsuit.
The velour jumpsuit took me out.
That should say all you need to know anyway.
That took me out.
That should tell you all you need to know anyway. A velour jumpsuit. The man walked out. I said, what in a polyamory? What in it's given ancestral polyamory? I don't know what's happening.
Girl,
how do you look about women proposing to men?
It can never be me. Now, you know, I always never say it can never be me because you never know. But in this particular case,
if I see you down on bending, I'm coming to get you.
Ain't no way.
And taking you to for a psychological evaluation.
I'm swinging it with my sisterhood cape like this, covering you up and running you out.
That is crazy.
No way, baby.
You know what? It's more indicative of how you get them. Mm-hmm. It's how you know, how you find them and how you get them is how you. This is why I don't fuck with Look, they could be a sponsor. Hey, look, I don't know. They could cut a check one day. But Bumble, let's talk about Bumble. If you've been on these dating apps,
have qualms.
I have qualms with Bumble.
Ooh.
And this whole like the woman has to reach out type shit.
I'm
telling you, when the woman reaches out, the men, they act different.
They
act different. And I'm telling you, as a woman, when you are pursuing that man and you are saying that I want, and you get on bending knee,
yes,
it's the Bumble effect. Dumb men act exactly how you have treated them.
Very dainty.
Very dainty. You put them on a pedestal and you saying, I want to be with you so badly that I'm going to get on bending knee in front of all of these people. Okay. And then you're coming from a train wreck of a family because your daddy and you're acting like a loose fucking goose when you are the one who bred a child, a woman
that doesn't know her value.
That doesn't know her value. You know where she learned that from? From you. You know what that I used to say? Once upon a time, I used to work in higher education, and I used to work in DCPS schools, DC public schools. Okay, the Lord's work. Okay,
yes.
And then I moved on to higher ed, and what I've learned, I also used to work in some of the worst schools in Chicago, where these kids were coming in with guns, and like they were just coming to school to eat. Because they weren't getting proper nutrition at home.
Right.
They were eating flaming hot chips and pickles and shit for breakfast, okay? And so we would talk to these kids. And what we will find out is that we would send letters home from school. We would tell these kids' parents that they were failing, that they were dropping out, that they were, that they weren't coming. They had high truancy rates. And you know what would happen? We would never see their parents. And as a coordinator, we would have giveaways. We would be giving away computers, iPhones, all type of shit. We would never see them fucking parents. You want to know when them parents showed up? When they kids couldn't go to fucking prom. Crazy. And them parents will come up in there acting a clown fool, acting a clown fool. And what we figured out is that if you follow a crazy kid home, a crazy mama gonna open the fucking door. If you follow a crazy kid home, a crazy parent is going to open the door. So while you out here, look, your daughter was crazy enough to get on bending knee, and you crazy enough to cut up in this damn restaurant talking about you gonna kill this man. That's your child.
So performative.
That's your seed.
It almost gives like guilt.
He's embarrassed.
For sure.
He's embarrassed.
For sure. My dad, move forward, continue. My dad would lose his mind. There's no way.
Imagine.
I can't, not for myself. That's just, it's not.
It's just, and I get it in a perspective of like, sometimes the wait is a long time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just, maybe you just want to move forward so bad that you just like, hey, I spent 8 years with you. Let me just, I don't know. Honestly, it's a big disconnect for me to figure out why a woman would be on her knee proposing to a man.
I can't understand it at all.
But that in a combo or that dad acting crazy like that in that restaurant.
Very crazy material.
This is the same man who never came home from Christmases, that was wondering where the fuck you were when the baby was looking out the window when you said you was gonna come. You left the mama, you was laid up with Keisha. You told or you was the dad that was cheating on the mama, and you out there with the mistress and the side chick or whatever, and you all on trips on the kid. That's what you saw in that restaurant, that man acting crazy like that.
It's likely she's probably been conditioned to fit in whenever a man in her life finds it convenient for her to fit in. Like, you can tell when a girl has never been put first by a man. You can tell. It's just crazy.
And you know what? And I don't care what anybody says. Only a father can teach you that.
Yeah, for sure.
Only a father can teach you that. I feel like a mom can teach you about your feminine energy, about your feminine aura, like just like how to control the room and things like that. But when it comes down to like importance and value and confidence, you will always look for the person that's not there. You ever seen these moms and they'll be like, I cook and clean for you and blah, blah, blah. And the child is like, Daddy, my daddy bought me this lollipop. And the mom is like, I fed you. I clothed you.
Did your hair?
Even just the psychological component of that, a child is always looking for the missing piece. They're always going to be looking for that disconnect. So whatever isn't there is what they're going to be looking for. And so that was a clear, like, daddy, you wasn't around.
Yeah.
And it also was given like you reconnected in your older years. Like, look, as an
Yes,
adult, you've been missing my whole fucking childhood, okay? And then now you want to pop up at this restaurant in a goddamn bucket cap, acting crazy.
In a fisherman cap.
A fisherman cap. Because he was out here fishing everything but his damn children. And that's just a sad day. Anyways, any women out here, please don't.
Just
it's
don't do
one
it,
band,
girl.
one sound. One band, one sound.
Don't do that.
The more women we get proposing. Okay?
Yes. Get information, y'all.
Get in fucking formation, please. One band, one sound.
Come on now.
One band. We gotta unite. The more women that are out here proposing, okay, we cannot let this be a normal practice.
Very
Ain't
strange.
no harm, no foul. But that's just the science of it. Even if I don't agree with that practice, how you get them is how you. And there's so many stories now about, I slid in my husband DMs, and we've been married off in the sunset. Never think you the exception, okay? Don't think you the exception to the rule. Most of the time, you are the rule.
Yes, and you're not doing that man a favor by taking away his pursuit.
Dismantling the hunter in him is what it's called.
And the the hunt, like watching a man be on the hunt for you is like so attractive. I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's like, yes, chase me down.
So there is an actual hormone called vasopressin that men need. Okay. Men need it. And you see this when men are in war. They bond over having to overcome an obstacle and a trial together. This is a hormone that's released in men when they have a quest they need it to survive. Okay.
Problem solving.
And this is why you see men that are indebted to each other for life when they are veterans, when they come back from war. And because only them and them other soldiers know what the fuck happened. Okay. Yep. And this is the same hormone that's released when a man has a challenge for a woman. All right. You don't want to have a man without the vasopressin, period. Okay. You don't want to have him floating around. And you know, how you get him, it's the Bumble effect. I'm telling you, I have done the research. People, I'm a professional fucking dater. Every app you can think of, I've been on it. And I'm telling you, it's something about the psychology of the Bumble effect, where the woman is reaching out to the man, the different conversations that I've had from having to reach out first.
Yes. Very strange.
And the statistics of what has materialized into dates and actual quality connection is little to fucking none.
And I'm telling you, like, men who reach out to me first, like if it does end up being something serious, like I'm so attracted to them. The attraction is just through the roof.
It's not easy too.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm not easy to like chase down either. So if you can chase me down and keep me interested, I'm interested.
Well, the Bumble effect got our good sis.
Stand up, girl.
I'll get your ass up. You know that black mama don't you? You know that black mama look. Get your ass up. Don't you fucking get your sweetheart. Get up. Get up. All right. I digress. Topic number 2 in the red flag segment is this clip is from Trill going viral. Also, shout out to Trill. He's my castmate situation on tonight's conversation. So shout out to Trill. Love him and love his work. He's a married man, FYI. Okay. He says the worst thing a woman can do is finally give a man a chance who's been waiting forever to be with her. According to him, once she says yes, that man is going to make her pay for all the time she made him wait, dragging her emotionally because of built up resentment. His advice, keep curving him unless you're ready to get dragged. Come on, clap for this man. Take a second, a moment of silence. Clap for this man. He ain't never lied. What they say, the definition of insanity is doing the same shit over and over again, expecting the same result, expecting a different result. Something is not well about, and people think I'm crazy. When I get men in my DMs, like I have a decent platform. Yeah. When I get men in my DMs and I open their message and I can scroll up and see them saying good morning, and there's been no response. Something is fucking scary about that. And the moment that they have conquered you and you break and give them a chance, that nigga will waste your time in your life for the duration.
Wear you out.
He will wear you out. It's something about, like, I always tell people, and I don't care, you're not Beyonce and neither am I.
Right.
You are not the prettiest girl in the world to have a man who got something going for himself. Only a loser is going to chase you forever. I don't care.
For sure.
There's a fine line between I like you a lot
and I have some self-respect.
And you trying to tell me a 6-figure earner, a man who's doing halfway decent for himself, okay, got a good job, whatever, is gonna chase somebody over? That's not. So I watch a lot of true crime, okay? And these are, I watch a lot of true crime. I watch a lot of crime shows, a lot of First 48, a lot of Who the Hell Did I Marry? A lot of shit, right? And I'm telling you that these men that just persistent. The
psychology is off.
Baby, the psychology is off. There's, and those be the psychopaths and the serial killers.
And the narcissists.
And the stalkers.
Yeah. And then also, like, Think about as a woman, when you are continuously like chasing a man down that is not showing you any type of interest, obviously that shows that you have low self-esteem.
Yeah.
I always tell people that low self-esteem is something that we try to tag on women, you know, like it's just a woman problem. There are a lot of men out here with low self-esteem.
A lot of men.
And it shows up in different ways, but a man talking to himself in your messages continuously with no response, it's giving low self-esteem. It's giving you don't have options. If I had a son and he was doing something like that, I'd have him in therapy.
Seriously, like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you well?
Because
like,
it's
you
like
have other things to focus on.
Right. Like healthy people, men and women, go where they're appreciated.
And this is why people think I'm crazy when we talk about the fine line from the man like being the prize. So people are like, oh, he's sassy, he thinks he's the prize and stuff like that. Women love a man that other bitches won't. Okay.
For sure.
You want that man to be in high demand, or not even high demand, but wanted by other people. Yeah. Imagine finding out that the dude that you head over heels for is talking to himself.
It's for everybody.
Hello, it's for everybody. And talking to himself in some girl's DM. Yeah. Okay. Basically begging and pleading.
It's so unattractive.
Attention. It's so unattractive.
It's so unattractive. And we all see, like, guys, we share our messages with our friends.
If you're in
everybody's messages, it's a really bad look. It's a horrible look. That's all I'm gonna say.
And I also think that it's what people don't realize too is that I see this as well in my group chat. Is that the oh my gosh, the childhood friend. I see this so much where he was, we dated when we were in elementary school, and he just never went away. And the moment that you give this, please stop giving your childhood friend and these men that you dated when you were 12, when you were 20, and now you're 40 and you want to date these men. I'm telling you, because what happens is that they think that they know you, right? So you lack courtship, you lack romance, you lack, and they're gonna think that I know Samira's favorite color. I know she loves Vietnamese food. I know she likes this or whatever. Yeah. And so you meet and you got all of these high expectations because you think it's some fantasy, because what are the chances that my childhood sweetheart and I found each other, and you date him and it's the most low fucking budget, boring ass relationship that you ever had in your life.
Yes, because you don't know me at all.
And guess what? You have sex with him fast because you know this nigga. You have sex with him real quick.
Seems safe.
Yep, seems safe. You know him from the past. A friend introduced y'all. You have sex quick. And the relationship literally, like, you can't think of the time that you went on a date because the man literally thinks that he knows you and he has cut all the corners. It is the worst mistake. So number one, don't date these men that's in your inbox and pursuing you for years and years and years. And don't date the childhood sweetheart that miraculously popped up in your life and you logged on to your Facebook after you deactivated the account and this nigga was sending you messages from 2005.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't trust me.
Because I'm not
He's
your
not
wife.
your husband.
I'm not your wife. Please stop messaging me.
Literally.
Like,
literally.
It's not me. Please
It's a
go find your
disaster.
wife. Like,
It's a disaster.
Please. I've never entertained a childhood friend because I feel like if there was something that was supposed to be there, like I'm big spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
If something was supposed to happen, it would have happened. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it just no. Like and they do cut corners because they feel like they know you. Do you know how much I changed in 5 years?
Girl.
2 years. I'm a totally different person.
Funny? Rihanna said that one time that somebody called her on camera and she was like, oh, I think she did an interview and she was like, yeah, Chris Brown brought me this like blinged out chain. And she was like,
ew,
I'm not her anymore.
No.
I'm not like, this not even my style. It's not something that I would wear. And it's just like they think that they know you and they skip so many different steps.
Mm-hmm.
And as for the woman, they think that it's just the most romantic thing and it's this fairy tale. And it's all of this limerence, okay, of this idea that you've made about this man. And it's going to be the driest relationship of your fucking life.
Yes.
He's going to skip so many steps. He's not going to get to know you. He's not going to be any flowers or anything like that.
He almost feels like you owe him your time and affection because he's been there previously.
He chased so much.
But then also, like, I think this can also be applied to my very solid rule, which is you cannot spin the block on me. Because this is a reality. This is a reality. Unless you are a very mature man who's been in therapy doing the work, usually when you leave a man, he's exactly where you left him.
Can we take a moment for that? He's exactly where you left him.
Exactly where
Y'all are not Ashanti and Nelly. Okay, stop. You're not Ashanti and Nelly. Okay, trust me.
Yeah,
trust me. The Pookie and Ray Ray and Tyreek that you dealing with is not giving Ashanti and Nelly. Okay,
different.
Y'all think this is love. You have to have years apart and life changing moment. I mean, this person has finished med school. They've gone and got a degree. Look, a parent passed away. Something that changes the trajectory of their life for them then to come back. If y'all broke up and 8 months later, that's the same man.
Absolutely.
That's the same
2 years later, very likely it's the same
Seriously.
man. And I think on top of that, like, we could even bring the brothers into this conversation, right? Like, I know, like, brothers, y'all know y'all have a friend who probably has not changed since high school, probably is into the same things. Like, you go back to your hometown, you doing the same stuff.
Same thing.
With the same people. And so this is a point I'm going to drive home. Like, you cannot think that you can go back to a man and things are going to change. It's going to be exactly the same.
And literally, like, they're waiting for that moment.
Yes.
That moment for you to let your
just
guard
give in.
down. And the craziest thing is that you will meet a guy and he'll, you'll date him. And let's just say, for example, y'all separate and you think like, oh, well, maybe he's changed or whatever the case may be. He is more likely to make those changes for the woman that is doing so, like, she has standards and boundaries and things like that. Patience, compromise, and the ride or die, and I'm looking into the camera, is the biggest scam of the 20th century. Woo! Okay, trust me, you don't want to be, I call it, what did I say? You don't want to be the patient girl.
No.
You don't want to be, the casual Kathy.
No.
Okay. You don't want to be the casual Kathy because the casual Kathy, they out there doing, they fuck around and end up with the high maintenance Hannah. Okay. I'm telling you, you don't want to be the casual Kathy. That is the biggest scam. If you be understanding and if you be loving, if you build with them and you be ride or die. I got questions like, where are we going and why I got to die? Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
For real.
I got questions.
For real.
You don't want to be that girl. And I think that so many women think that if the more that they show their man their heart, that the more they're going to get out of him. And it's actually that they want the woman. It's almost like a child. They say, well, children don't want you to be their friend. They want you to set boundaries and rules and regulations and things. It's the same thing with a man when you're dating him. They need guidelines. They need precautions. They need they need the fucking wet flow sign. Slow down. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. They need that type of structure in order for them to still feel like they have like a challenge and an uphill battle.
Absolutely.
The moment that you lower that and you so patient and understanding about everything,
I'm always going to say this, easy target. easy target. Empathy, too much empathy, easy target. Especially if you hand out empathy without this man proving dedication to you.
Girl.
Not a good idea. Not a good. And then also, when I think about how men deal with other men, structure, respect, earned, like things have to be earned. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Respect. And so sometimes you really have to deal with them in their own language. Mm-hmm. And I think men would say the same thing. I think they would agree with me.
Like and subscribe if you want to learn how to talk men, because I'm the best teacher of how to talk really men to men. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the biggest thing is shutting down your emotions, and women to be the less words that you use, the more a man is going to understand what you are saying to him. Yeah. All of the emotions and the paragraphs and the eulogies that you're writing, the more you give men clarity to fill in the blanks, okay, the more that a man is going to understand. You know what they say? If you see a woman that y'all break up or y'all get into a fight, and then you go outside and you see she threw all your shit on, she throwing all your stuff.
She's in love with you.
She's in love with you, and you can probably get her back. If you go out there and she packs your shit up neatly and in peace, you will never hear from that girl. You will never hear from that girl again, okay? You probably have zero chance of getting her back versus the one that's cuckoo crazy, okay? Yep. What they say, a wise man said, don't argue with fools, because people from a distance can't tell who is who.
Look like
okay?
Fools. Yep.
Everybody look like a fool. Anyways, I digress. More news at the top of the hour. Anyways, Trill ain't lying, okay? He said what he said. I absolutely agree. A man that continues to pursue you and wants to give a chance over and over again, the moment you give him a chance, the moment he gonna play in your face, period. Okay. Mm-hmm. So this fragrance, this is the fragrance camera. Fragrance time. Okay, so this is Tameen London Blue Heart. And I have a story time about this. Once upon a time, I went on a Brown Sugar Babe brand trip. And y'all know her, AI the Great. She is a fragrance influencer. Mm-hmm. And I have been following her for so long. She's actually the influencer that helped me build up my Bond No. 9 collection. She know her shit, and she know her fragrances. Anyways, I met her at one of my first brand trips with Brown Sugar Babe. And she smelled like the bossiest, sexiest woman I have ever smelled in my life. And I asked her what she was wearing, and guess what it was? Ding, ding, ding.
It's here.
Blue Heart, Tameen London Blue Heart, y'all. It is so freaking good. And for all you ladies that's like, you like these like Arabian oud kind of fragrances.
Love it.
This is like a sexier, more mysterious version of that. And it's just so good. It's just so good. Anyways, this is Blue Heart by Tameen London.
The bottle is lovely.
Hopefully, yes. It's so beautiful, right? Hopefully I am pronouncing it right now. I told y'all, all pronunciation police will be blocked. Okay? We don't do pronunciation police over here. But anyways, y'all know I like to do a little box spray first. But this one is so good. And the longevity of this fragrance, the projection is just,
ooh, yes.
If you know, if there was a version of this that also had pink pepper in there, let me say, you ain't grown until you wore pink pepper. Pink pepper is, it just really elevates. Anyways, I love this fragrance. I opened it. I had already took some sprays and some wears of it. This is so good. Tameen London Blue Heart. Look, send me another bottle. Thank you. Y'all have a couple other ones that I'm on y'all radar too as well. But anyways, I love the projection. I love the profile of this fragrance, and also just the blend. The blend is what makes the difference. This is why so many people try to knock off Baccarat.
Yes.
And it never works.
No.
Because it's about the blend. Mm-hmm. Anyways. Okay, y'all, now we're on to our Dear Tisia segment. Do not forget that you can write us at relationshiprestored.com/Dear Tisia. Did I say that right? Okay, perfect. You can write us at relationshiprestored.com/Dear Tisia. You can write us and submit your relationship questions, okay, that could possibly be featured here on live on the podcast. Okay, so perfect. So this, our first Dear Tisia submission is,
Dear Tisia, so I've been talking to this guy and we've been going on dates, hanging out. Basically, we've been like, I guess a month in, going on 2 months. So, long story short, everything was going good. But the other night, he called and we were supposed to, he told me he was coming to my house and he would meet me at my house when I got back home. So, I tried to call him, he didn't answer. And then finally, I got an answer, and it was a girl. And I was like, hey, where's he at? She was like, oh, he's with me right now, and hung up the phone. And when I asked him about it the next day, he said that he wasn't with a girl, and no girl answered his phone. And we have not talked since. So I would just like your advice on how would you go about this situation? Thank
so many things are going on here. First of all, she said just a month or so. So she said just a month or so. Ladies, please learn how to fire fast. A month or so ain't no time to get this nigga out of your life, where there's smoke, that's fire. If it walk like a duck, talk like a duck, it is a duck.
Probably a duck.
It's probably a duck.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like as well that women, that I hear this all the time, everything was so good up front. It wasn't good. You probably just didn't really
know.
See. You
Yeah.
just didn't really see. You just didn't really know it. But it probably wasn't really that good. But with this situation, I'm more so concerned about how he handled the conflict.
Yeah.
If he had you said you ain't talked to his ass since.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine a innocent man.
Mm-hmm.
We all know he ain't innocent.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
Everybody know a girl answered that phone, and the girl that was dealing with him answered that phone. He could tell you what he want, but we all know a girl answered that phone. Right. So trust your instinct. But look at his follow-up. Mm-hmm. His follow-up will tell you everything you need to know. I saw a girl the other day on IG, and she said, if you want to know if a man is cheating on you, put your lip gloss in the side of his car or something like that. If you come back and it's missing, it's because he don't know who it belonged to. So just using that in theory, right? Just using that in theory, okay?
Okay.
If an innocent man didn't have a girl answer his phone, don't you think he would be outside your fucking house like a Marion with a boombox singing in the rain?
Trying to prove some stuff.
He would be trying to prove to you
absolutely
that baby, that wasn't what you saw. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Maybe it was my cousin.
A
follow-up phone call.
Something.
You gotta make peace with the debt, okay? And that man is guilty as two left shoes, all right?
And he doesn't care.
And he
tried to gaslight you.
I always say you can't be both. You can't be a cheater and nonchalant. Okay, imagine a cheater and you don't give a fuck. You got a I don't give a fuck ass cheater. It's like he ain't called you, he ain't followed up, he ain't anything, and he's a liar, and he's not being transparent, and he's being dishonest. Okay,
and he's trying to make you feel like you're crazy, like you didn't know what you heard.
But you know what? I was saying that if I was thinking about this lie, I'm like, what would be most convincing that if I wanted to, the person answer my phone, if I wanted to just not even confront this issue, I probably would say that no woman answered my phone too. Because what you gonna say? It's my cousin. It was a cousin. It was a friend. The lady next door answered. Like, I think his actual best bet was, I don't know what you're talking about. No.
You can tell it probably came off so smooth when he said it off his lips, because he probably does it all the time.
He probably does all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. What you mean?
Sir.
That was probably the best lie he could have told, was that he has no idea, because anything else leading to him trying to explain or figure it out or prove a case
would have incriminated him.
Would incriminate him and just really honestly be like a poor presentation.
He would have been throwing himself in the fire.
Exactly. So honestly, that was a decent lie for him to be like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about, whatever.
That's
but
crazy.
Imagine being a liar and you nonchalant. Like, you're not even calling back, trying to fire fast, run. He's not your husband. He's not somebody that you ever want to be with. And it's only been 30 days. Women make the biggest mistakes of investing so much up front. You did a 30-day bid, and you've already been able to see that this man is not honest, okay?
Right.
And that he really don't care.
At all.
He ain't even called you back for a follow-up.
To explain himself.
To explain
to apologize.
To apologize, to make it up. A flower. That was, hey, you can see my phone. We ain't even get no call from you. I don't know. He ain't do any of that.
Crazy.
You ain't heard from him since.
When somebody shows you who they are.
Hello. He probably living a double life. He probably got a whole
not
situation
set
up.
A whole situation. Yeah.
And that just is what it is. Listen, literally fire fast. You only doing 30, 60 days. So many women want to know the why. Why did he do that? What's going on with him? Was it really? And let me tell you this. This is a real curiosity killed the motherfucking cat. The more that you become curious as to why a man is treating you poorly, the more you deflect from the truth of what is.
Right.
You don't need to know why he cheated, why he lied, why he ain't showing up, why he got some girl answering his phone. Okay.
Right.
The why distracts you from what actually is. And what is that he's not an honest person, and you only did 30 days in. Get out. You ever seen the movie Get Out? Get out.
And then I think on top of that too, right? Sometimes, especially when women are trying to heal from a traumatic situation with a man, we get so hung up on why did they do that? The only thing that you need to know is that you deserve better.
Simple.
That's
baseline.
It, baby.
That's it.
That's it. That his whys are what he's gonna have to work through in therapy, and probably for the rest of his life if he continues to run from himself. All you need to know is that somebody is out there who will treat you better, and that's what you deserve.
Yeah.
That's maturity and just stepping away from something like that.
And one of the most grown up woman boss lessons that I've learned is that how people treat you is about them, and it's not about you.
Yes.
And the quicker that you stop internalizing what everybody else is doing,
you, baby.
It's not about you. I'm telling you, will float like a butterfly, sting like a bee when you stop letting other people's treatment of you wear you down in life. That's a them problem. Okay. I always say if I went to a CVS or whatever and I gave the woman cash to pay for a thing and she didn't put it in my hand and she threw it on the ground, or she threw it at me. Imagine me walking out of there thinking like, oh, did she not like me? Did she want to? That bitch having a bad day.
Yeah.
She having a bad day and ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between
Not
her and
all.
Jesus, her
Yeah.
baby daddy, her terrible marriage, the kids is getting on her nerves. That got all to do with her. You can't carry the weight of what everybody else has going on. And the moment it's such a big girl woman lesson in life.
Yeah.
If you learn that lesson and learn it fast,
Yeah.
you will live such a lighter life and a lighter
Absolutely.
present. What other people do ain't got nothing to do with you.
Nothing
So
to do
don't be
with
looking
you.
for the why. Don't be looking for why he do that. Oh my God, maybe he haven't. Don't be so understanding.
And let me tell y'all something. People, even they might never talk to you about it, but people are carrying stuff, dark stuff that they're probably even ashamed to share with you, healing that they've never even touched because it's so tender, and a lot of the things that they do to you are likely, if you carry a light, like they realize that they're not at that point and they'll try to terrorize you a bit.
Yeah.
But you got to let people like that go. You got to just walk away.
Walk away.
Crazy.
It's really our superpower. Walk
It
away
is
silently.
Yeah,
as we talked about.
You got to put on your big girl pants though.
Yeah.
Like at a certain point when it comes to dating, like we were saying, you got to pull that emotion up out of that heart, bring it here, and say, my highest self would walk away and not take this personally.
But I think it's interesting. It's like, what would you do in this situation? There's something that churns in your stomach as a woman. We can call it intuition or things like that. But even before you get to a red flag, there's a little poke that you get in your stomach that's just like, something about this ain't quite right. And when your shit stops turning, or you never even experienced the turn, you gotta do a gut check. You gotta really go back, dig in that closet, and get all that stuff out of there to figure out why are you missing the little steps before you even get to the red flag, because that is what keeps you out of danger. Even like all of the body parts, all the things that we have a function, right? They say the eyebrows is to keep sweat from coming in your eyes, right? And like there's so many functions of our body that keep us from, that protect us and help us flourish and stay healthy and things like that. Your intuition keeps you out of danger.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you why I decided to become a coach instead of becoming a therapist. Okay. Because how you practice is how you play. And I want to tell you that
I love a sports analogy, girl. You in my territory.
You can't come in and you didn't watch the fucking game tape.
You didn't watch the tape?
You didn't watch the game
We didn't
tape.
rerun the
and
tape?
Then you thought that you were going to come and be able to defeat your biggest competitor.
You thought you were going to be able to execute?
Hello. How you practice is how you play. And this is why I decided to become a coach versus a therapist, because I see women every day that spend 3-5 years on a couch. And they come to me and be like, you helped me more in 30 days than I've had in 3 years, because you don't have the skills to actually get off the couch and do the fucking work. You can't play around. All right. You actually have to practice the skill.
You got to
practice the discernment. And it's not fun.
It's not. It's hard work.
Shit. It's hard.
It's hard
depressing.
work. Yes.
When you have to turn down opportunities, when you have to cut people out your life, when you have to set boundaries, when you have to say no.
And sit with yourself.
You know how many people have a difficulty with no? No, I don't want to do that. I don't like that. That's actually not what I want. Grown women that have a hard time saying that's not actually what I want. I saw this in the C-suite, working with women who couldn't advocate for their salary, couldn't advocate for a new position, couldn't say, actually, you can add on more duties to my job without adding on more money to my fucking salary.
Yeah.
I've seen it all, right?
Beautiful, bright women.
Bright women who have a hard time, and this is, look, we ain't gonna get into this, Dre, cut this part, but when people were talking about the whole Cassie thing, she was, she didn't just walk away. Why did she's grown.
Why didn't she say she was uncomfortable?
In the group chat that can't even
make a decision about a man.
You are the same woman, okay?
Oh my God.
Who couldn't tell your manager that you wanted to take PTO. And you talking about a woman who's been psychologically run down and abused. And you talking about, so she could have just walked away. You don't advocate for yourself on a daily fucking basis. You can't even tell your mama you don't want to come to Thanksgiving dinner because she's a misogynist and she hates your family off. Hello?
You can't tell your husband, hey, I need help.
And you talk about some wild woman that it was in her teen years, couldn't walk away.
A child.
Hello. And you cannot even advocate for yourself in the smallest way every day. Anyways, I digress. We're getting off that soapbox. Okay.
Dog. Sorry.
Anywho's, yeah. You know what's so funny? Dre and I were talking about this the other day because on a platform I'm on, I was sharing with him that I've run across many coaches in my life, right?
Yeah.
And that there are women that you can tell that they've done the work and it's in the past. And then there's women that you can tell they've done the work and that shit's sitting right next to them. Okay. It's still in a room. Do you know that this movie is about you? Okay. Woo! You can tell that there's women that have done the work and that shit is behind them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can tell that there's women and that it's sitting
Bishop.
next to them. Okay.
Come on,
and it's
Bishop.
like, baby, you ain't done what you thought that you done, because everything that you say and how you act and you behave, your problems and that trauma is actually sitting right next. It's not behind you. You didn't move that. And I've seen it so much, this fake therapy shit that people are doing. I'm telling y'all, look in the camera. Therapy is more than fucking sticky notes on your mirror.
For sure.
Okay. Therapy is more than talking about, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am loved. It's way more work. And you got to get in the field, get in the booth and do the real work. And some of y'all trauma is not behind you. It's sitting next to you.
And let me tell you something too. Some of the most interesting, sexy, powerful, alluring women I've ever met in my entire life, their skill is shaking it off. Like something will happen and the next day I see them and they're just like bad bitch mode.
Yep.
You know, like it's like I like it, even since we're talking about sports. I used to play basketball and my favorite teammates and some of my favorite athletes till this day are the ones who, might have missed a shot down court, but they got back down court and they figured out, all right, next play.
Next play.
Next play.
Next play.
Next play, ladies.
Next play. Next play.
Keep your head in the game. Keep your head in the game and practice. What Allen Iverson say?
And
we talking about
absolutely
practice.
And the reality of it, like we said, how you practice is how you play. And this is while we're in a sports mode, the game tape is pull-upable. These niggas can see.
You got a whole reel.
The game tape is pull upable. These men can see how you acted in your past,
for sure.
how them relationships have worn on you, how they wearing you down, how they still showing up. They're not buried, and then you know what I'm saying? Again, that trauma could be sitting right next to you and not behind you. And that game tape,
Yep.
they can pull it up. It's on you and it's in you. It's coming out your pores and everything that you're doing. So it's not that easy to hide, you know. And I always say women's superpower is their intuition. Men's superpower is that they are like a TSA German Shepherd. They can smell insecurity and being naive.
I say this all the
from
time.
Across the room.
It's like blood in the water with sharks.
Oh my God, they know.
They know when you don't love yourself.
They know that you don't love yourself. They know that you got daddy issues. They know that you low, and they know that you gon'
do anything for some attention.
That you will be on your back quick. They know that if you, and I always tell people, women, I could teach you how to get some money out of men, right? But it's the way that you do it. The men know if you that girl that'll do anything for the Chanel bag, okay? They know that you, it don't take, baby, it don't take nothing for you. All you gotta do is show a little smile, take you out to Nobu or something, and you will do anything, you know, for the glitz and the glam, right?
Baby.
There's a way that you gotta be to, even if you want to live that lifestyle, and stop shaming women that want nice things. Okay, that's another story.
Like the girls, we're allowed to have nice things, but at the end of the day, like right, like if we're being real, like the girls who are about their business, we can get the Chanel bags. Give me commitment.
Hello.
Give me commitment. That is so incredibly
and
valuable.
Generosity.
Oh my gosh!
The man that treated me the best, that was more was a UPS worker, not the Bentley drive, not the dude that I dated drive a Maserati. Okay, had both in his driveway. Generosity. Y'all should be looking for kindness, empathy, thoughtfulness, intentionality. Not the bag will come. The bag will come with it, right? But you want somebody that actually cares about you. Right. Yeah. I never was into the bad boy thing. You know, oh, you know, I like the bad boy. That never was my thing. I never fell into that, because I'm always like, all I care about is how a man treat me, you know, because that is what's going to take you far. And that's what's going to get you out of when you don't like your partner and you love them, but you out of like somebody that's generous, honest, transparent, patient, considerate, compromises. That's what you need.
Gentle with you.
Gentle.
Black women especially, y'all, our ancestral trauma calls for a new wave of gentleness. It is critical for our collective healing. You put your space in a man who is gentle with you, handles you with care. You will thank yourself. Your daughter will thank you. Absolutely. Your children will thank you, you know.
Hey, it's a cash doll summer. I keep telling people that we having a cash doll summer, and
she's
cash
so
doll,
beautiful.
First of all, cash doll, I think you follow me. I love you.
She's stunning.
Can we be friends? I love cash doll. Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, she's from Detroit, cousin, Chicago to Detroit. Y'all know we all cousins. But cash doll did an interview and she talked about how she, her daughter. Okay, Clarity, I think it's her child. She was like, I can accept this shit from this man because my daughter is watching me. She said, Clarity gave me clarity. Y'all need to have a cash doll. Look, that baby 10 months old, she got a new nigga.
Listen.
It's a cash doll summer. Lead at zero. Get what you, and what a next one man won't do, the next man will. They both, now they having a co-parenting, blended family situation at Disney World with all the kids. It's a cash doll summer, okay? Lead that man, okay, and get you somebody that will and know your worth, okay?
And then also, like, too, what I love, especially because we all struggle in dating, like we all have our days where we're just like, oh, this sucks, you know? But when I see my girlfriends around me making big girl decisions and practicing and getting in the field and all this stuff, like, I'm like, okay, like, she's doing it, I can do it.
Yeah.
We're all we're all looking at each other. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. Like, we got to be strong for one another and set an example for each other too. You know,
so, no child left behind. No black woman left behind. Listen, one band, one sound. One band, one sound. Period. Okay.
Yeah. Woo. Absolutely.
Our second Dear Tisia submission.
Dear Tisia, I have been dating this guy for the last couple years, and we have a really great relationship, but things have been rocky sometimes. And recently, he has started texting this girl, and they have not necessarily been flirting, but he does invite her out to lunch or try to sometimes. And they haven't gone anywhere together, but I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable in a way. Do you feel like guys can have friendships with girls and it strictly be friendships? He tells me that I have nothing to worry about and that he loves me and that they are just strictly friends and that he can be friends with girls. And he has been pursuing me really well, but I feel like he's hiding it from me in a way. But he said it's because he feels like he can't talk to me about things. And he also has gotten frustrated with me because it's created some anxiety for me. And he says that he's just tired of talking about things. And I don't know. I don't really know what to do at this point because I do love him. He says he loves me and he wants to try to make it work. But with him doing things like that, I feel like he's not giving it the space to do that. But then he comes back and says that he feels like he can't talk to me about things and he's tired of having these conversations.
This is so loaded. First of all, I think what women don't understand about how men get on the road to cheating. Cheating for men is just so, it starts off with them going to the gym, and that woman at the gym is like, "Oh, did you get a haircut today? Oh my gosh, I love your new, did you get new sneakers?" It's little shit like that, right?
Mhm.
And so it's just always like these minuscule kind of steps that, like, when a
Mhm.
man starts to really kind of tap out and emotionally start cheating. That's just one thing, right? But when she says she feels uncomfortable, but he's getting frustrated, telling her that there's nothing to worry about.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard. Why you mad? Why you in your chest? Because there's something else going on.
Mhm.
And a man that will not move around things and make adjustments for something that's making his
You
partner
uncomfortable?
feel uncomfortable. I don't care. You can call it controlling. You can unfollow the girl.
Insecure.
Yeah, unfollow the girl. If I ask you to unfollow her, unfollow the girl. If I say, "Hey, this is not making," a man is gonna be willing to, like, take nothing else matters to him,
Right.
especially not some. You inviting this woman to lunch. That's the, "Hey, I see you got a new haircut.
Hey, big head.
Hey, big head. I see you got a new haircut." That's what this is the equivalent of inviting her to lunch.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Crazy.
That's
What do you need
crazy.
to go out to lunch for? And also, too, this is my thing about men, outside of, like, it being controlling or you trying to, enforce your beliefs or something on him. He cannot weigh the pros and the cons
Mhm.
of life. And that is a fucking liability. Okay.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be with a man who cannot weigh pros and cons. And what he's telling you is that he's an idiot.
Yes.
And he would rather go to lunch with a bimbo that he
Mhm.
works with
Mhm.
than have a healthy relationship with his girlfriend or a woman that he's pursuing. He cannot weigh the pros and cons.
Mhm.
And you want to know what a man like that looks like? He's the same man that y'all have a natural disaster, and now he doesn't know how to make money outside of the relationship. When his business goes to hell, okay? When he doesn't know how to make a good investment.
Mhm.
This is a man who doesn't know how to weigh the pros and cons. Okay?
Man,
He
you
makes
probably
poor
leave your
choices.
kids around
He will
and you
leave your
can't
kids.
trust to look after your children when you have to go somewhere.
He will go after the side chick that's whatever, that's cuter, that's more fun, that's whatever. She got the new BBL, she got the new bust down middle part. He gonna go after what's fun, cute, fast, and whatever, because he has poor decision making skills, all right? And you need to take that, and that is a life, that's what longevity in a relationship looks like.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have good decision making.
Uh-huh.
He, like you say, he's the same one that'll leave his kids around.
Mhm.
All right. That'll go over what's younger and funner and cuter.
Yeah.
Okay. He's the same man that's going to hit a midlife crisis and go buy a fucking Corvette with all y'all life savings.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Because he has poor decision making skills.
Yeah. I think the men that I enjoy seeing, like, and for me it's like I feel like, me personally, I can admire men without being attracted to them romantically.
Mm-hmm.
The men I admire choose one woman. They choose her and they stick with her and they grow with her. And that is maturity.
they're just low key and
Yeah.
discreet. They're not at every day party. They're not at every rooftop.
They're not in everybody's
They're
face.
not at everybody's face.
Because
They're
they
kind
know
of
that they're
mysterious.
exclusive.
I always say, go for them, not the class clown or the life of the party. You want the one in the back. You want the one in the back that you just like,
What's he
up
doing
with
back
him?
there?
What's going on with him? Discretion goes a long way.
Yes.
And this is the same man that will have dick discipline, okay? Because dick discipline is a very big thing. And a lot of these men slinging thing out the bando from left to right. And
now
anybody can lay down with them.
Now your health is on the line.
Hello. And they'll just do anything with anybody. They don't have no discretion. If the opportunity presents himself, he has bad decision making skills. It's going to show up in your family. It's going to show up in your relationship. It's going to show up in your sexual health. It's going to show up in everything that you do. And also to this, he says he loves me. People think I'm the crazy. Love doesn't mean a thing. I love tacos. I love long walks on the beach. Okay, love is a null and void emotion. Hello. Where you spend your time, emotion will grow. And if you spend time with a man, you're being intimate with him, you're going out on dates and you're making memories, you will grow to love them. The same way I grew to love my coworker. Mm-hmm. Because we worked together. Right. We had the same crazy boss and we bonded. Mm-hmm. That is nothing but what love is. You want a man that likes you. Okay, that appreciates you, that respects you, that has adoration. Mm-hmm. Adoration.
Sees your value.
That is patient, kind. This don't seem like none of that. Now she's questioning whether she's overreacting or if he's not creating a safe emotional place for their relationship. Ding, ding, ding. It's the latter.
Yeah. You're not overreacting.
You're not overreacting. At all. You're not overreacting at all. He's not creating a safe emotional space for their relationship. And again, when we talked about like, it's about the follow-up and how you respond. A man that's lying is going to get angry.
Yep. And a man that doesn't care about things that make you uncomfortable does not like you.
Literally.
He actually hates you.
You hear these men be like, a good man in Savannah's going to be like, man, I don't care. My wife tell me to come home. I'm coming home.
Let me tell you something.
If my wife say it ain't no boys trips, I'm not going on a boys trip. It is what it is because you can make good decisions. You can weigh the pros and the cons. And you know, hanging out for a Dominican fling in the DR somewhere, okay, for a boys trip is not worth coming home to an angry wife.
It's not worth losing your diamond.
It's not. It's really not.
It's not. And smart, like when you're smart, you know these things. You know what I'm saying? I do think that men who have seen positive representations of men who have also executed this properly with their mothers, in their lives, like they have these examples, and they understand the value of really listening to your wife. Understanding like, hey, like my wife actually doesn't eat that. And so this will not be coming in my house. Or just, you know, like putting the emotions of their wife first, because your wife is what makes your life comfortable.
Absolutely.
If your wife is uncomfortable, you will be
nothing
uncomfortable.
Will be well. Nothing will be well.
You'll be uncomfortable. And it makes me cringe when I say, hey, that made me uncomfortable. And they're like, well, I don't know what your problem is.
Red flag.
The period on the sentence is that made me uncomfortable. Don't do that again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if they do it again, what do they say? Fool me once, shame on you.
Fool me twice. Look, can't fool me again. And you know what? The last thing I want to say to this young lady, this is going to sound weird, but hell, this is my podcast. This is my shit. Okay. So period, right? So this is my shit. Okay. So once upon a time, this was right after my mother passed away. Y'all, I was so desperate. I'm a Christian woman. Yeah. And I never believed in like these like tarot card readers and these spiritual people and blah, blah, blah. And these they can talk to people on the other side. But y'all, my mother passed away suddenly and I was so desperate. And I went and I saw this card reader, palm reader ass lady. And she said to me, she
was like a medium?
Like a medium.
Okay.
Yes, she was like a medium.
I think there's a difference.
Yes.
I think people have gifts.
Yes, she was like a medium. That's exactly what she was. She was like a medium. And she said, you know you got the gift, right? And I said, huh? And she was like, if you ever wanted to do what I'm doing, All you gotta do is tap in my head. I was like, bitch, I don't do no witchcraft. I don't do nothing like whatever. But you know what the craziest thing is, that I always felt emotion off of people. I can go to a restaurant and I will be telling them, I'm like, mommy, that waiter's sad.
Little antennas.
Yes, little antennas. Like I can feel emotion from people that are sad and depressed. I tell them to say, whomever you are that called in, when you opened that, when that voice note played,
you saw how I looked at you?
You sounded, hey, and
so
this is my
hurt.
civic duty to tell you this, right? You sounded so sad. I could feel the gray gloom over your life, okay? I could hear that you were hurting and just kind of under his thumb, you know what I'm saying? And I see women like all day, every day, and I'm telling you that I felt it.
Yeah,
like it's something, and we both.
I looked over. I was like,
a part of it is that I think she's a Southern woman. She's from the
I heard that too.
I heard the Southernness from you, but no, what I also heard, and I just feel compelled to tell you, is that you got some shit on you, and you got to get it off of you. You sounded so sad, and you can almost hear her voice cracking. Yeah, like she sounded so. I don't know who this man is, but I'm gonna tell you that it ain't worth it. Okay,
you're bigger than that.
You are bigger than him.
Yeah.
And any man that's not willing to make adjustments for you to feel comfortable is you don't need him in your life. But it's important that you understand that I heard it. And Samira heard it as well.
Because I looked at you like
something is on you. And again, I don't claim to be no medium. I don't claim to be no card reader or nothing like that. But I felt it in my stomach, sis. Something is on you. And it was sad, and it was gray, and it was gloomy.
Yeah.
And I pray that you get that off of you. Okay?
Call your power back, girl.
Get your power back. Retreat. Build yourself back up. Get into your hobbies. Do not isolate yourself. Get with your friends, your family, people that care about you. Get outside. Okay.
Get cute. Eat the foods you love.
Okay?
Work out.
Anything that you don't like about yourself, you want to make a couple tweaks. Ain't nothing to do. Pilates, lose 5 or 10 pounds, whatever makes you comfortable, right? But I heard it on you.
Yeah,
I heard it on you, and it didn't feel good, and we both heard it.
Yeah,
we both heard it.
I instantly turned to the
I was like,
oh God,
yeah, something sad, and yeah, I needed to tell you that, but I hope you feel better. Thank you. Yeah,
we're speaking light over you.
Yeah, no, seriously. And I just felt compelled to say that because it's something that sounded outside of a Dear Tisia. Okay,
almost like a call for help.
I'm not bigger than the show. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you that, and I think that was one of the things that really, as I climb up and get bigger numbers or have a bigger platform, one of the best things that I hear about myself is that people say, I met Tisia in person and she's exactly what. I don't give a fuck about these numbers. I don't care about 1 million followers. I've been up, you know what I'm saying? And I've been up in spirituality. I've been up in my life. I've been up and I've been up. None of this stuff matters to me. But when I see women, I feel compelled to come fishing for them. And that is what I felt about this woman. Girl, something is on you and you just seem so gloomy and gray. And I guarantee you, whoever this man is ain't worth none of them tears. And none of what we just heard. Okay, get out of there fast.
Women, we're like, we are healers. We are light carriers, right? And if you are in the presence of a wrong man, it can become parasitic. Because if they're missing something, they are going to drain your light until there's nothing left. And I know that sounds like, oh my God, seriously, y'all. And I think we've all probably come in contact with somebody like that, but you have to know your power and you can call it all back.
And Samir, 35, right? 35. Who you choose to love will change the trajectory of your life. As a 35-year-old single, no children, I'm a 37-year-old single. For anybody that got something to say, y'all out here taking dating advice for who you choose to love will change the trajectory of your life. And the more you wait, the more time, I'm wiser, I'm smarter, I have more discernment, I'm more confident, and I fucking know. Say what you want. I know know, when I marry once, I'm going to marry right.
I'm good over here.
Baby, we good.
Tisia's going to be at my wedding. And I'm going to be at hers.
Period.
So, we know what we're talking about.
We know what we're talking about. And it's also just like the longer that you wait, the more that you learn about yourself, you just statistically make better decisions. And I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know, baby.
And what everybody is saying that men are very interested in women who are a little bit older for so many different reasons.
We'll have to do a whole nother episode about how the young bulls, baby, been on our back. We gotta talk about that,
girl.
Look, the YNs, they own us.
But yeah, we'll touch on that.
We'll touch on that. Anyways, that's a wrap on episode 2.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So good.
So good. Okay.